Bulls have always fascinated me. They're powerful and majestic, and I'm not the only person that feels this way. The oldest known artistic depiction of an animal is the red silhouette of a bull painted in a cave over 40,000 years ago. People loved them then, people love them now. I grew up in the West, where bulls and bull riding are the highlights of rodeo events. I never had any desire to ride a bull, but the idea of getting in the arena to protect the riders, that intrigued me. I really wanted to be a rodeo bullfighter. And let me clarify, although often thought of as the rodeo clowns, our roles are actually quite different. The clown is our entertainer, engaging the crowd with jokes and acts. Or the bullfighter, that's me. I like to think of more of a blend between a Tai Chi master moving energy, a ballroom dancer whose footwork is done with intent, and a warrior stepping onto the battlefield with a clear mind and a good heart. And all of this is achieved through training and dedication to perfection. I couldn't hurt an animal, and a rodeo bullfighter is not a matador. My job as the bullfighter is to protect the rider at any cost. The rider attempts to ride the bull for 8 seconds to get a score. But no matter how long they stay on, eventually they have to get off, and no one has told these bulls they can stop bucking at 8 seconds. And even if they did, I really don't think they would listen. They truly love to do this. And that's where I come in, to distract the bull, giving the rider an extra second to get to safety. The guy in blue, that's me. I'm between the bull, Colonel Angus, and a rider. That space is known as the gap. And by shooting the gap, the bull becomes focused on me and not the rider. Let's take a look. I'll be the guy in yellow, and this bull, his name is Lights Out. Wow, there's quite a bit going on right there. Maybe we'll just slow it down a little bit. I can see the rider is in trouble, and he's being thrown. And I have time to get to that gap and actually slow down and ensure that Lights Out is coming with me. Right here, I actually am stopped motion to ensure he is coming with us. Think of this as a dance, and here are the moves. First, I must commit to make the save. Then, I have to get close to the bull where small movements create large impacts. A bull can outrun me in a straight line, but if I move to the animal, driving towards his shoulder, keeping him in a circular motion, I can stay just out of harm's reach. Slow enough, I appear as a target, yet quick enough to stay those few inches away. And that is when the bull and I become dance partners in the sand. These bulls are bred to buck, and they love it. They're clever, and they learn quickly how to outsmart the riders. They're members of the families that raise them, and they're cared for with diligence and passion. Healthy diets and exercise are key to these ultra athletes' performance at the very highest level. Many people come to these events now to see their favorite bulls instead of the riders. And although they are explosive and amped in the arena, some can be mellow and allow for petting and scratching in the back pens. Some of the superstars of the recent years, Little Yellow Jacket, Bushwhacker, Bruiser, Hoopa, just to name a few. Bulls, they weigh the same as a Volkswagen Beetle, So if you add horns, hooves, agility, speed, and a whole lot of attitude, that'll give you an idea of what it's like to be in front of a bull or hit by a bull. I definitely know what purple feels like. This is a young man's sport, a game of inches. And I didn't actually get into this arena until I was 33 years old. I saw my doctor quite a bit more after 33, and he reminded me several times I had a master's degree, a good job outside the rodeo arena, and a good life. Most of us have stopped fighting bulls by the time we're 30. So I guess I'm just really glad that if this was my midlife crisis, it happened early enough that I could survive. This bull, his name is the Greek, and we'll call this a technical partner flip. The only way to learn to fight bulls is to get in front of bulls, and sometimes under them. But I also train myself outside of the arena. I have fought thousands more bulls in my mind than I've ever faced in the arena. It's my form of meditation. I visualize scenarios of bulls and riders. It calms my mind, and it helps me to control my fears and my doubts. And a fierce trust that actually allows the flow state during the vulnerable dances with bulls. I commit, get close, and slow down. Another component to fighting bulls is humility. Bulls do not forgive, yet they hold no grudge, and their power, humbling. I strive for excellence, but I also have to accept that failure is part of this. Bullfighters have a saying that working with bulls is 90% mental, and so is the other 10%. I know I'm gonna get hit and knocked down, but that's part of my commitment to protecting others. More importantly, I will get back up and go on. I keep getting up, and even if a fellow bullfighter has to help me to my feet, I will get back up. I know what purple feels like, and stitches, and staples, and broken bones. And yeah, it hurts when I get hit, but it feels nothing like the weight of failure when I don't make a save and a rider gets hit. I don't want to let these riders down. Judgment from bull riders or people in the stands, that really is probably my biggest fear. But I have to shake it off. I only have a few seconds before the next bull comes out of the chute. There may still be 10 to 30 more bulls to buck in this event, and no matter the outcome of each ride, I have to reset. I must let the past stay behind me and come back to the present, completely prepared. New bull, new rider, new gift in the power of the moment. And it's in this state of inner calm that memories that bring goosebumps to my body were created. The feel of the sand grinding against my cleats, the sound of the bull rope bells clanging in rhythmic time. And with fierce trust flowing, I move into a gap where my feet are navigating rough terrain and a thrown rider, my hand slipping on a bull's snotty nose or on his forehead right near the base of that horn where I can feel that greasy hair. Because my focus now is in the experience of the present. We flow, we dance, we give it all the try that we have. I spent 10 years in the arena with bulls, and Major here, he hooked me a time or two. But these bulls aren't and never were my opponents. They inspire me, they motivate me, they are my mentors. They demand that I bring my best self each and every time I step into the arena. Bulls are powerful, intelligent, and majestic. They also make it very, very clear that I am not invincible. I'm also not made out of glass. And man, these bulls have so much heart, and this no-quit spirit, and because of them, my heart will never be the same. Thank you.